Ronald P. Gossett IV. Now, I know you can hear my voice right now, and I know there are several other guys around that can hear my voice right at this moment, too. I'm talking about guys like the Samurai, Tojo Yamamoto, Phil Hickerson, Mr. Devastation, and the Master of Pain, all your little cronies that were involved in putting me out of action. And I'm sure that each and every one of you thought that you had done just that. I'm sure you thought that you'd done away with the king permanently. Well, I'm here to tell you, fellas, that I'm feeling pretty good. As a matter of fact, I'm feeling real good. What I want you guys to do is start looking over your shoulder. Every time you step out of your house, you better look around. And every time you step out of your car, you better look over your shoulders. Because as I said, I'm feeling real good. And you never know where or when I just might appear. And I want you guys to realize one thing. I've got something very special in mind for each and every one of you. And especially you, Ronnie P. Gossett. So from this moment on, as I said, you better be looking over your shoulder because the king is going to be around. I feel good, Gossett. The only slight problem that I'm still having seems to be with my memory. I can't quite remember whether that doctor said I should stay away for a month or was it just 3 weeks. P. Gossett the Fourth and all your cronies. Talking about Tojo, the Japs, Phil Hickerson, Mr. Devastation, and especially the Master of Pain. I want you to take a good look at what you're seeing on the screen right now. Because as you could probably tell, it's the inside of a little first aid room. Now, as you guys probably know by now, the king can appear anywhere at any time. And I'm making a little appearance in this room before you make your appearance here. And I can promise you this, you're going to make an appearance in this room. Each and every one of you. Because you see, I've made a list. I've got all your names on it, and right at the top of that list, Ronnie Gossett, is your big fat face. And I've waited 4 weeks. I've waited 1 month for this day, and it's finally here. And let me tell you something. A lot of people may think I'm crazy for what I'm about to say, but I know deep inside of me that this is the right move. Because you see, Gossett, I want to get rid of you and everybody that was involved in doing me in. I want to let each and every one of you experience what I experienced. I want you to feel the pain that I felt. I want you to see the inside of this room. I want you to ride this stretcher right here from that ring. And believe me, each and every one of you are going to do that. And I knew I couldn't get the job done by myself. I knew I was going to need some help. And you know, I knew I needed to call on a specialist. Because just like in the medical profession, if you got a heart problem, you call on a cardiologist. If you break a bone, you call on an orthopedic surgeon. You get a specialist. And now I want somebody that specializes in hurting people. I want somebody that delights in ending somebody's career. I want somebody that enjoys inflicting pain on people. And when I thought about that kind of person, there was only one name that came to mind. And I know him as a low-life, stinking, slimy scum of the earth, and you know him as the universal heartthrob, Austin Idol. My most hated enemy. But he is the kind of guy that I need to get this job done. And sure, I hate him and he hates me. But I know him better than anybody else in the wrestling profession, and I know what he loves. He loves it more dearly than life itself, and that's money. And that's prestige. So I called Austin Idol on the telephone. And to be perfectly honest with you, he hung up right in my face. But I called him back again. And I called him again until finally he let me lay out the proposition that I had for him. He let me tell him the stipulations that I would offer him if he would come in and be my partner and get rid of you jerks. And I got to tell you, it involves a lot of money. And I got to tell you that it involves a shot at the World Heavyweight Championship down the line, which is something he wants real bad. And that's why I know that when he agreed to come here and be my partner, that's why I know that it won't be one of these situations like I had with Ricky Morton or with Robert Gibson or a lot of these partners in the past. I know he's not going to be turning on me because there's too much at stake. And plus, there's no love lost between he and Ronnie Gossett because, Gossett, you promised him a shot at the world title when you had it, and you didn't deliver. So he remembers that, Gossett. And he's going to be here. And believe me, let me tell you something. I said you call a specialist when you want a job done, you want a building torn down, you want something destroyed, you call on a wrecking crew. Well, Austin Idol and I are not going to be the wrecking crew. You're going to know us as the wrecking crew, boys, because that's what we're going to do. We're going to line them up, and then we're going to rack them up. And that's a promise, Gossett, and all the rest of your cronies. So you be there, because the King and Austin Idol will be there. And we're going to take care of business like never before. Believe you me.
Lawler, the entire wrestling world is laughing at Ronnie P. Gossett. You and your stooges have made a fool of Ronnie P. Gossett. I am the laughing stock of every wrestling organization in every city. But Lawler, I'm going to be the one doing the laughing. The joke's going to be on you. You think you've endured hard times? You think you've had tough matches? Well, get a load of me, because I'll be right behind you. I'll be in every dream you have, Lawler. The joke's on you.